Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts are. Leave your, hit your subscribe button and your and the notification bell next to it to make sure you might get your YouTube notifications for Going In Raw.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess we haven't mentioned that in a while.
Then we're also on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yes.
Oh, we have a big announcement.
Yes.
Not a big announcement. A lot of people are doing this right now in light of the tragic passing of Virgil Flynn last week. We noticed that a lot of pro wrestling personalities and sites and whatnot are donating their Pro Wrestling Tees profits for July or August or both to the family of Virgil Flynn. He left behind a beautiful family. They obviously probably in this time need our help. And so we are going to follow suit. ProWrestlingTees.com/Going In Raw for the entire month of July and August. Good thing is August has, I believe, usually, we haven't heard confirmation on this.
Oh, some sort of sale around
But the SummerSlam sale.
weekend, yes.
So what we're going to do is by August 1st, I'm going to make sure we have 4 new designs to freshen up the shop a little bit.
Yeah, I got one in mind.
There you go. So I'll do 3, you do 1. We're going to do 2 and 2. I don't know,
However
whatever
it
we're
works
going to
out,
do.
yeah.
We'll figure it out. We're going to get new designs up. And
I need to talk to you about mine because I might need illustration.
I will help you with whatever you need. And yeah, so all that profit's going to go to Virgil Flynn's family. And man, huge, thanks to all the different wrestling personalities out there who are doing the same thing. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. And then what else do we have going on? What else
we always have a lot going on.
The super kicks.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Talk about your sneaker
vlog.
vlog.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for the response. It's been great. A lot of kind words, some constructive criticism as well. People offering up ideas how to improve the show, and it's definitely a work in progress.
Yeah.
But more than anything, just thanks everybody who checked it out, who gave it a view, a like, passed along what they thought of it. It's really appreciated.
Hold on, breaking news.
What?
It looks like Adam Cole has been rebranded to a new name. This is going to be his new gimmick. Hold on. His new gimmick on Twitter right now, Mo the God.
No, he got hacked, man.
Oh, dear. Oh, no, he got hacked.
He got hacked.
Oh, man, that's the worst.
It sucks.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's a bummer.
Anyways, he'll get it back. He'll get it. Not like I got hacked like 2 years ago, and I'm just some dude. And I just hit up Twitter. Hey, I got hacked. They're saying rude things on my Twitter, and they put me straight within like a couple days. So I'm sure WWE Twitter's on the case.
Yes.
They're going to get it fixed.
Yeah, I hope so.
So, yeah. But no, super kicks. Very excited about that. And you're going to try to do them weekly.
I'm going to try to do it weekly. I have some ideas as far as what to do when I don't have new shoes to show off. So I at least got the first month or so worth of programming in place, in mind.
Yeah.
Like next week. Yeah. Sorry, this week. Hopefully I can get done by Friday, if not first thing Saturday. There's a new Off-White and Nike collab dropping this weekend on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a top 5 list of those collabs, the previous ones.
I love it.
So look for that.
That's great.
Hopefully on Friday in time for the drop, but if not, Saturday morning.
That's awesome. Look, man, the crazy thing is you're going to be, like, as it stands now, you might be the only weekly show on the Friendoville channel. I got to get that fixed. Me and Big Jeff, we got to get on the same page. I forgot to text him back. Then I fell asleep yesterday. I had like a nap, and he texted me, "Hey, you want to do remotely tonight? A new 4 Lights podcast." I totally forgot. And then I had some like technical problems with the latest Ask Stephen Lacey, so it's a mess.
Really?
Friendoville's a mess. Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Well, that is what it is. Yeah, no, that's very exciting. So now I have to up my game to match your game. It's a very good game you got going on.
I got a lot of research I got to do next couple of days before I shoot this episode. So
that's great.
I know they released Nike and they released essentially like a coffee table book online.
Yeah.
About the previous collaboration. So I got to read all that, get my research done, so I know what I'm talking about. It's just not based purely on what shoes I think look the coolest.
Very cool. Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk some wrestling. This isn't a sneaker podcast. This is a wrestling show.
Are we going to announce this really quick?
Oh yeah, we should.
Okay, so here's the deal. We love doing these shows Monday and Friday live
For everybody.
And so what we're going to do is typically on the Patreon, we offer the recap shows Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays live for patrons, along with the pre-show and post-show. We're going to change things up starting next week. Mm-hmm. We're going to do things a little bit different. Mm-hmm. We're going to offer an extended post-show, 30 minutes and up, or around 30 minutes, to the patrons.
Correct.
Exclusively. But it's going to be like a jazzed up version. We're going to do reaction videos, we're going to be answering questions.
Daily non-news.
Daily non-news, which is like a bunch of clickbait crap. It's going to be goofy as hell and like a little video opening package. I don't know what it's going to be, and I'm going to do it. It's going to be stupid.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to start doing next Monday.
All that we're going to start doing next Monday, which means starting next Monday, every day we're going to be live for everybody for the main show. So for the Raw recap, SmackDown recap, NXT 205 live recaps, we're going to be doing those starting at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, every day live for everybody. And then patrons will get the post show. So we'll still be doing, chat trivia. We're going to be doing all that kind of stuff. So so it's a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, there's
Same.
that. All right, let's talk about wrestling.
Yeah, let's talk about wrestling. First story. Seems like every week now there's something about CM Punk. CM Punk this, CM
yeah,
Punk
man.
that. You know, he and AJ Lee are going to be in a horror movie coming up soon.
Yeah, I read the headline. I didn't. What is that all about? Do you know?
As far as I got to.
Really? Okay.
Because
Sounds cool.
I think also in that bit of news, it was this bit of news. So, Ring of Honor, they're co-promoting a show at Madison Square Garden, WrestleMania weekend 2019 with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
And who is a famous former Ring of Honor champion?
Samoa Joe.
Well, he's in WWE right now.
Daniel Bryan.
Again, in WWE. I should say who's not in WWE.
Kevin
He's in WWE. It's Phil Brooks, man.
Phil Brooks.
Phil Brooks.
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
You're right.
So according to the Wrestling Observer himself, during Friday's daily news roundup, he said this, quote, Ring of Honor has had interest in CM Punk returning, presumably for the Madison Square Garden show, but we're told that this is a long shot. But feelers have been sent. So, Punk just said in the lead up to his fight against Mike Jackson at UFC 225 that he was done with wrestling.
Yeah.
He was done with it.
Well, he also said that nobody had ever actually proffered him an actual deal before.
Yeah.
Which was odd.
He said that first, and then the following day he said, no, I'm done with it.
Yeah. So that's cool. Word is it's obviously a long shot given that he just said he's done with it. But at the same time, what a great way to stick it to the WWE. I mean, the fact is, allegedly, Ring of Honor had to get lawyers involved. I mean, Joe Koff, I think, admitted as such.
Oh, yeah. He said prior to or right after the date was canceled that they were going to, talk to some lawyers. And a matter of a couple weeks later, the date was back on.
Yeah.
And, I think it was revealed that, it was. Oh, yeah, Meltzer talked about it a lot in the last newsletter. That, it was just a matter of a couple bits of communication and Madison Square Garden reverse course. And
you say, no, okay, well, here's our lawyers. We're owned by Sinclair, which is actually a lot bigger, I think. Than
it's a pretty huge media conglomerate.
They buy TV stations all over the place. Mm-hmm. And so, we have lawyers. They're called, they're from Sinclair. They are numerous. And then, almost within a weekend or something, Madison MSG was like,
pretty quick.
oh, yeah, no, you guys are good. You guys can do that.
Yeah.
There is something kind of fascinating going on. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more with the Slammiversary stuff. And it makes me wonder, maybe it's just me being overly optimistic, that if it might affect how WWE goes about things creatively. Because if Ring of Honor, I know it's a long shot, if they're able to get in CM Punk, and I know, again, this is another one. What do you think? Let me ask them. What do you think is more likely? And I know they're both long shots. Out of both these long shots, Daniel Bryan not re-signing with WWE or Ring of Honor getting CM Punk?
I think Punk's the longer of the long shots.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You're probably right about that. But Daniel Bryan seems like he's really...
Oh, he seems pretty much a near shoe-in to re-sign.
Yeah.
But I'd be absolutely shocked if we ever saw CM Punk in a wrestling ring again.
If both of those long shots happened,
Even if just one of them happens.
Even if one of them happened, and Madison Square Garden put on this like huge, crazy show, like on the eve of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And on top of that, and I know this is like, you know, we're going to talk about this a little bit, but dude, Slammiversary, Impact Wrestling of all places, put on one of the best North American shows last night of the year. It was, and there was all sorts of buzz on Twitter. The matches were, by and large, pretty fantastic.
Do you just want to get into that right now?
No, we'll talk about Slammiversary in a second, or in a little bit, but because we got to read some super chats. But would any of that, New Japan's expansion, Ring of Honor potentially signing like a CM Punk type name, right? Impact getting some buzz and being on TV. Would any of that make WWE try to up their game creatively?
No.
Well, hold on a second. We saw what happened. What happened?
I think what they'll do is just try to sign everybody.
Yeah, probably. But what happened when the final deletion went down? What did WWE do in response?
They kind of did one.
They did a Wyatt thing, right?
Yeah, it was a one-off. It was short, and it was a one-off.
Then they went ahead and signed the Hardys. And granted, it's the Hardys. They have a long history in WWE.
Yeah. They're not going to not sign the Hardys.
You don't think they would at least try to like up their... Because I was watching Slam, I was like, why is it I'm getting more fun out of Impact? Why is it they're booking Su Yung like better than Asuka right now? Why is it they're doing character work better? Why is it they're doing these pre-filmed segments that are so effective better? And it's like, we still have no idea. I'm hoping that they are able to prove over like, you know, the next 6 months that their business model is a stable one.
Yeah, and
you know,
sustainable,
because,
yes.
And sustainable. That's been kind of the thing is like, I want to see, if I'm, whoever I'm seeing right now, I kind of want to see, you know, 6 months from now, I want to see some stability. I want to see like a continued stable, creative, you know, output.
Here's a major difference that I see between all the other promotions, WWE. All the other promotions seem to a certain extent, have a vision for what their creative is going to look like 3, 6, 9, 12 months down the line.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist in WWE.
Yeah.
And until that is the case, when it's not up to the whims of a 70-year-old man, what happens on the creative front, I think we're going to keep seeing what we're going to see. Because even if there's any sorts of vision in place that everybody is on board on, he can wake up one day and says, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And everything's changed.
That 70-year-old man is highly ego-driven, though.
Yeah.
You don't think any of this sort of stealing of the thunder of the WWE?
I think part of the problem, too, is I'm sure Vince, well, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Triple H is relatively in tune with what's going on elsewhere in wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't know how much Vince is.
Yeah.
And as we've seen, some of his creative ideas aren't necessarily up to date.
Yeah, that's true. And we have heard that he literally does not know what you said in the first place. He does not know what's going on outside in the world of wrestling, outside of WWE.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But a guy can dream, I guess.
Yeah, one could hope.
Yeah.
One can hope.
I mean, I think, you know, that's the one thing that when people talk about, and I don't want to get like people overhyped about this idea, or I know people get really hyped about, well, when Vince either retires or whatever happens and he's gone, and Triple H and Stephanie take over, how different would the product be? Would it then all of a sudden be NXT with a giant budget? And I don't think it would be either.
No, I think the one thing that would change, ideally, is there would be actually some vision in main roster creative.
That's a huge change, though.
It's a massive change, but we're not going to see creative on par with NXT. I don't think we're going to see matches consistently on par with NXT because NXT is its own thing, and that's what Triple H has said countless times that he views, you know, WWE main roster product as essentially like top 40 music, whereas NXT is kind of like the indie underground.
Yeah,
a band that has a huge following.
Let me ask you something,
but
though.
never really achieves huge mainstream success.
We've also heard him push that BS about Roman Reigns getting a reaction, any reaction.
Oh, that's company line.
You don't think you don't think that that's him, the whole top 40 line. You don't think that's him?
No, I think that's him understanding what makes the main roster business model, not necessarily creative business model, successful. It's you have to appeal to the broadest general audience.
Yeah.
And I think he understands that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mentioned this on Matt Chat this past week on Sunday, I guess, that if you get down to the details of WWE creative, it's largely not very good. Mm-hmm. But if you look how Vince has booked his company, it's hard to argue with the overall success.
Yeah, no,
and Triple H definitely understands that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. long-term vision would go a long way towards
Yes.
towards better creative, though.
Yes.
And I think happier superstars. We saw that with Sasha Banks.
yeah.
When
talked
she
about
said, "Man, in
several
NXT
times.
we had vision, and here we don't. I walk in, I'm just given a script, and it's like, go out there and do that." So I do think that long-term vision would go a long way towards improving the product. So we just even that alone.
Yeah.
We got a new. Speaking of which, friendomarket.com. Cody Kraus is the Slammiversary sale continues.
Oh, we're still celebrating Slammiversary.
Look, man, until the Slammiversary review is done, so not until the
end of the show.
Yeah, the end of the show. Slammiversary sale will continue at friendomarket.com. The Slayer shirt and sticker pack.
Very well.
We've got it right here. We've got 3 stickers. 3 stickers.
Well, 2 now.
Well, one's in my crotch.
Oh, now 3.
Here's the third one. That was just in my crotch. Don't touch it. Here's a great signed postcard for me and Larry. Look at it. We're standing there
We
against
wrote our
this
names
wall,
on it.
and then we pack these all ourselves.
Yeah, that's the best thing about it. We pack every one.
We literally have a new printer, so we're gonna be getting out orders today after the show.
Yeah.
And then of course the Slayer shirt itself. These all come in one pack for $25. And then there's like an extra, if you're in the States, like $5 shipping.
Yeah.
If you're international, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, you got to pay more.
You can still
unfortunately.
get it, but man.
You got to pay more. Let's read some super chats first from Trey Saunders, $5. Just got back from the gym, smoked a dank bowl, ate a F-ton of all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. Now blazing, enjoying the show. It's real. That sounds like a pretty quality day so far.
I don't know why I'm so endlessly amused by people watching us getting high, but I
don't know, man.
I think it's hilarious. Trey Saunders says Slammiversary was a 5-star show. Larson needs to watch. We're going to talk about that in a second.
Check it out
I am going to try to convince you. Here's even I have like an issue with their TV, and I'll talk to you about it in a second.
Graydon Hendershot, $5. What feud would you like to see a musical form of?
Undisputed Era versus British Strong Style.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Because the Brits have a history of pretty decent musical stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that'd be great. But it'd have to be post Adam Cole's Twitter hack. Maybe the Twitter hack can be part of it.
Could be part of the storyline.
Yeah.
Could be.
There's a great super chat about his hack here in a second.
All right.
Dylan Haggett, $3. Because of super kicks, can we see going in Raw sneakers? Are you going to be the next LeVar Ball? Are we going to get a Big Ball of brand-esque going in Raw brand?
I was thinking today about merchandise for super kicks.
Is that a yes?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I was hoping, hoping against hope, and I know they're probably long gone. All the sketches I used to do in junior high of my own shoes, if I could somehow discover those, like sitting in a box in my parents' house or something.
Yeah, man.
If I can unearth those,
time to start
then
digging.
Maybe.
It's like Mysteries of the Museum, only in your parents' garage.
Matt Dale, 16, $2. Who'd win in a fight, a taco or a grilled cheese? Taco. Hard
to argue with the taco. It's got
the
more...
hard shell. That's armor.
Yeah. Grilled cheese is waiting to spill its guts out.
I know. I mean, depending how much cheese you put in there, like it could be happening already.
Yeah. The Eyebrow, $2. Congratulations on you're now the new Discord champion. The underground mutant dwellers of the Discord, which you can be part of at Patreon for $1.
It's funny that I took the lead, being successful at making predictions at a show that I've basically never seen. But somehow I got just one match wrong.
That's great. Which one did you get wrong?
The 4-way.
Oh yeah,
I picked Ishimori and was it
Johnny Impact one?
Johnny Impact, John Morrison. DC 5-speed, $5. Just watched Chappelle's show making the band. Dylon, because I spit hot fire.
This is my next favorite. Richard Cranium, $2. Solomon Crow hacked Adam Cole.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Dylan again, $3. Which is more satisfying, farting or burping? It's got to be farting.
They can both feel really good.
Oh, yeah,
though.
absolutely.
Like, especially if you got like something going on in here and then you burp and it's like, oh man. But then farting is kind of the same way. It's like, oh
I got
something in here.
The upper GI gas more so than the lower.
Yeah.
But then that builds up.
Sometimes it feels so satisfying. You get to rip a big. Have you ever seen, what was that Forrest Whitaker movie where he plays the King of Scotland?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie? There's one scene when he thinks that one of his political enemies has poisoned him and he's laid up in bed.
Yeah.
And I think James McAvoy plays his personal guy.
Yeah.
And he goes up to him and he says, "Here, stand up." And he's like, "Oh, he's trying to." And Forrest Whitaker's a fucking great.
Yes.
He's great in everything.
Oh,
We're-
yeah.
We're about to watch season 5 of The Shield. Oh, it's a master class in acting from Forrest Whitaker. Anyways, James McAvoy stands him up and he gets behind him and he like does this and it just let go. It's the biggest, longest fart ever, but it's also very satisfying to watch.
Yeah.
Um,
Adam Mayhem, $2. Adam Mayhem for post-show guest.
I guess that could be on the table.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That could be on the table.
You've lifted the ban. Now he's welcome to the office anytime.
Yeah. Well, not anytime. Not anytime.
Yeah, anytime.
But, maybe. We'll see.
No, anytime.
Bartholomew von Flavenstein, $2. Here's $2. Love the show, guys.
Thank you.
Tom Fox, $2. Power Rank Superstars who have the best heel faces. Is top-notch Dominic Dijakovic, is that a good heel face? It's a good face. I just don't know if it's like a heel or face.
I think it's versatile. It could be either.
Really? When somebody taunts him in the ring and he's supposed to get mad, but he just laughs. What is that? That's a face, right?
It could work either way. Depends on the tone of his laugh.
I guess so.
Tom Fox, $2. Power Rank Superstars. We already did that one. Sorry.
TNA for life.
$2. Hey, friendos. Too sweet. Hearty handshake to the boys. Thank you.
Alex Ramirez, $2. Punk should keep his UFC gimmick if he goes to Ring of Honor. What is his gimmick?
Then he just lose.
Guy who's not very good at fighting?
Yeah, I guess not.
Dylan Scribner, $2. Shout out to my fellow admins, Mikey, Kim, and AO Worm. He's talking about the Friendoverse closed Facebook group.
That's Discord, man.
What's that?
Isn't that Discord?
Mikey Omega,
Oh, sorry.
Kim
Sorry.
Kittles, I think it is.
Sorry.
And then AO Worm.
Sorry.
It's all right, dude.
Sorry.
I was talking to Mikey Omega about getting those people getting their addresses so I can send them out some care packages.
That'd be a great idea.
Thanks, because they do really good.
They
Over
do.
on the Friendoverse, they try their damnedest to keep it a positive place. All you got to do, you go to Facebook, you do a search for Friendoverse, all one word, like universe, but Friendoverse.
Yeah.
And you apply to be in the group.
There's an entrance exam, yes.
There's a mini entrance exam. They keep it clean. They keep it positive. They've been known to kick people out for being dicks. So don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Go by our mantra. Just be cool.
Just be cool.
Just be cool to people, man. That's all you got to do, and the world will be a lot better. And they do that. It makes some people mad. Like, some people get kicked out, but you know what? You get kicked out for a reason.
Yeah, just be cool.
Just be cool.
Scottish Misfit, $2. Want to be on my podcast that I co-host.
Email us, and maybe. Dominic Ratana, $10. Just closed on a house and got an amazing new job.
Awesome.
I just want to
Congratulations.
say I can't thank you guys enough for the support on my very lows and now my highs. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. Man, buying a house, it's fantastic, but you got to sign a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, you're there for an hour just writing stuff.
Oh, boy.
It's a lot.
Shed Media, $2. You guys ever consider Streamlabs over Super Chats? We kind of just go with what works.
Yeah.
And this works really well, so we stick with Super Chats.
Courtney Summers, $5. You guys must watch the Impact pay-per-view. They blew anything WWE has done in ages. Impact is back, friendos. So pumped.
Man,
This
Courtney,
seems like
I
a
watched
good
it last
segue,
night.
man.
I watched it last night. Woo, boy.
So I didn't get home till like 9:30 last night because I went to the baseball game in Oakland.
Sure.
And by the time I got home, I was exhausted. I was out in the sun all day. Had a couple beers. I was tired. So I just drank a bunch of water and went to bed.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it yet. So Steve, this is a solo review with some questions from me about Slammiversary.
All right, this is my official Slammiversary review.
Well, it's ours. I just don't really want to do anything.
I've got notes. Look at all these notes
Oh
I got
man,
right
you came
here.
prepared.
I did. I was sitting there on my phone last night doing notes. A lot of spelling errors because my phone's stupid. But anyway, Slammiversary 2018. In a nutshell, holy crap. Highly entertaining. If you take takeovers out of the equation.
Yeah.
This was more, I'm sorry, this is more entertaining than anything WWE's put on. It really is. And it might be because there's...
Well, you don't have to apologize for that.
No, I'm not apologizing. I'm trying to explain why I felt that. I was entertained pretty much the entire time.
Yeah.
So much of what they do character better than pretty much anybody else does. They put time and resources into building characters and stories, and they've got so much good talent on their roster. I don't know what the exact venue. I know the venue was the Rebel Entertainment Center in Toronto. I don't know what the capacity was. I've heard that it could have been 3,000 or it could have been 1,000. It looked more like it looked like in between, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, I watched a couple clips and you showed me a couple things. The venue looked great. It had a bunch of lights.
It looked fantastic.
On the
No,
ceiling
it looked
cool.
really good. The crowd was really into it from start to end. It was fantastic. This is Impact chants. I mean, man, I started doing Impact reviews a year ago based off of the last Slammiversary, and it is an absolute sea change. It is a complete quantum leap.
A 180.
It really is. And no,
I guess it's a testament to the job that Don Callis and Scott D'Amore are doing
yeah,
over there. Then
no wonky finishes.
That's good.
There were 2, I would say, anticlimactic finishes, but they were clean.
All right.
And so the Slammiversary started off with their fatal 4-way. Rich Swann was supposed to be in this match, but he was suffering, I think, still from the concussion stuff.
Yeah, at the MLW show a few days
But
prior.
I heard he was doing fantastic stuff on the TV tapings. I didn't watch his match with
Phoenix is supposed to be really good.
Yeah. So anyways, there was a 4-way. It was Johnny Impact versus Petey Williams versus Bone Soldier Ishimori and Phoenix. And this was, I would say, 70% sort of a showcase for Phoenix because holy crap, he was doing
he's incredible.
He's great. I mean, I've seen him live before, but it was a while ago. Well, PWG like a couple years ago. I haven't seen enough of his stuff, but holy crap, like all the stuff that he was doing on the ropes. Ishimori had a really, really good show. Petey Williams did. There was a lot of really, really cool, like, counter, double counter kind of stuff, all sorts of crazy stuff. It was really, really cool. They did let's see here. Ishimori did the move that I don't know, maybe he did it first, maybe he didn't. Adam Mayhem started doing the one where it's like in the tombstone position and he goes back and it's like reverse lung blow or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They did like all sorts of cool super kicks. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get this finish here because Johnny Impact went over in the end with a Starship Pain, which
nice.
Why didn't we call that in predictions?
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, so Petey Williams hit Canadian Destroyer on Ishimori. Ray Phoenix was like waiting on the top rope, and he comes down and he basically hits a double stomp on what looked like Petey Williams' face.
Oh wow!
It looked brutal. I think it was basically his chest, but it looked bad. And then, and after he hit that, I think Johnny Impact threw Phoenix out of the ring and hit Starship Pain for the win. But it was a really great way to open up. Really fun match. Don Callis was wearing some rose-colored sunglasses and a little and like a pink shirt and a little rose. He looked great.
Oh,
he looked
he did.
amazing, and he's so flipping good on commentary.
Yeah, he really is.
He's so good. Next up, we had Tessa Blanchard versus Allie. This was basically a showcase for Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Allie does decent character work. Still a bit awkward in the ring, though. This was a lot of really good Tessa Blanchard stuff, though. She ended up going over with she countered Allie's Death Valley driver with her double arm DDT finisher. Allie's got a good super kick. She literally calls it the best super kick ever.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And she can hit the code breaker pretty decent. But yeah, it was there was a kind of a nasty looking top rope Hurricane Rana in this.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Allie almost landed on her head, so that wasn't good.
Oof.
And then apparently, no, that was somebody else. Moose then gave an interview, and he said he had a good breakfast that morning.
Oh, that's good.
Unfortunately, it did not pay dividends for him.
Bummer.
I mean, a good breakfast for him might be like a bunch of French toast. Might not be the best thing to eat before going into a match.
He didn't say what the breakfast was.
He didn't say what it was. No. He said, that we have a phrase in the NFL, you look good, you feel good, you play good. He says, well, I look good. And he did look good. He had like a really cool jacket on.
Yeah.
He said, I feel good. I had a good breakfast this morning.
Okay.
So I'm going to play good.
Gotcha.
He's going to win.
Gotcha, yeah.
He didn't. Next up, we had Tommy Dreamer versus Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards thought that Tommy Dreamer was having sex with his wife, with Eddie Edwards' wife. Turns out not to be true, allegedly. Anyways, this is a fun match. It was a House of Hardcore Rules match. This is a lot of fun. Lots of blood. Oof. Almost got a table fire spot, but that didn't happen.
I noticed when I was watching highlights of the Pentagon Sami Callihan match, there's already bloodstains in the ring. And there was more blood in that match.
Yeah. There was a lot of blood there, too. There wasn't as much blood here, but there still was. Let's see here. Almost immediately, the match went to the outside. We had a beer can headshot to Eddie Edwards, which Tommy Dreamer just pulled a beer can out of the crowd.
Yeah, hit him with it.
Garbage can headshot on Eddie Edwards. Again, it was a really flimsy garbage can, but still probably hurt.
Yeah.
And then he got out a staple gun.
Ooh.
And they started fighting over the staple gun. Eventually, Eddie Edwards did a sunset flip, and as he was trying to get Tommy Dreamer down, Tommy Dreamer just looked down at him. Staple gun to the head. Eddie Edwards busted open. Tommy Dreamer grabbed an ECW title from somebody in the front row, used that on Eddie Edwards.
Ooh.
Kendo stick entered the equation. Dreamer hit his cutter on Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards went up top. Dreamer, as Eddie Edwards was up top, hit a low blow. Spicoli driver threw some chairs that had been set up.
Ow.
Tommy Dreamer gets some lighter fluid out, starts putting on a table. Crowd wants fire. I noticed at that point that Patrick Sparks looks like he's the ref. I sent you that picture. Looked like him, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. But we didn't get any fire. Instead, Eddie Edwards put Tommy, he got the upper hand, put Tommy Dreamer's head in sort of a folding chair. Shining Wizard, he gets the win in kind of an I guess, when you tease fire and then you don't get it.
And you don't deliver on fire.
And then you just sort of win with a
But
Shining
then
Wizard.
again, we've seen fire go really bad.
I didn't want to see fire. I'm just saying when you tease it and the crowd's hot for it, then you might want to get some fire going. But no. After the match, Eddie Edwards is an emotional mess. He starts crying. Tommy offers his hand. Alicia Edwards comes down, says, Eddie, it's over. Just shake his hand. Tommy, in a torch passing moment, gives Eddie Edwards a kendo stick and then limps away as if his hip was completely shattered. He looked like he was beat. But still, really fun match. Really hot crowd too. Next up, we had the X Division title match, Matt Sydal versus Brian Cage. Sydal had a pretty extended promo in advance of this. He talked a lot about the third eye, which I can't not hear him say like brown eye when he says that.
Really?
Which is euphemism for butthole.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, somebody talks about a third eye. I'm not into like the whatever he is into, that stuff.
Okay.
Transcendentalism, maybe. I don't know. Transcendentalism? Is that what it's called? Transcendent?
No.
What is it?
Transcendentalism.
That's what I said, right?
Oh, I thought you said
Transcendentalism.
I feel like we're both saying it wrong.
Anyways, he was talking about a third eye. Cage's standing moonsault is crazy, though. That dude looks like he's like 400 pounds of pure muscle.
Oh, man, he's gigantic.
He's jacked.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah, man. He has a standing moonsault. That was crazy. A lot of Cage brutalizing Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal hit a Meteora from the apron to Sydal. I'm sorry, to Cage.
Yeah.
Sydal got the upper hand. Let's see here. I don't even know what this is. Near fall with a discus clothesline from Brian Cage to Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal then hit a shooting star press, but I think Cage was too close to the corner, and so his feet, as he was coming down, hit the ropes, and so he hit head first.
Ow.
After that, like there was just the finishing move from Brian Cage after that. Ooh, it looked bad.
Yeah.
He looked like he was out.
Oof.
So yeah, there was that. Brian Cage, your new X Division champion. Let's see here. Next up, we had an Austin Aries interview, which is really good. He says, Moose, you've been dreaming about this your entire life. Well, I've been living this my entire life. Apropos, he's the belt collector.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Madison Rayne versus Su Yung was next. This was really cool. I was telling you about this before. They booked Su Yung super strong, and she has this army of like bride zombies because she's like the zombie bride or something like that. I don't know what she is, but she's super cool, and like her zombies like slowly stalk their way
really
to the ring.
That's really neat.
And it's so like they very slowly try to distract, and then so you have to always be kind of keeping an eye on them. And it was just really, really cool.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
a neat creative idea.
It really is.
You know. Let's see here. Madison Rayne is a cool ripcord cutter. That's kind of neat. Does like a ripcord.
Into a cutter? That's
into
cool.
a cutter. Yeah, it's kind of neat. At one point, Su Yung sprayed one of her zombies with red mist on accident because Madison Rayne got out of the way. That led to Madison Rayne hitting her ripcord cutter. But then Su Yung hit the mandible claw. But she sinks it in deep, and like Madison Rayne sold it really, really well.
Oh, that's cool.
And she just passed out. And then so she lost. So it was cool. And then Su Yung carried Madison Rayne and put her in a coffin that she had arrived on top of.
Oh, wow.
So it was pretty cool. Any questions?
No, I'm following you.
Okay. Next up, we had Conan pep talk. He gives really good pep talks because he curses, and then some of his words are in Spanish. Because I don't know what he's talking about. So this was a 51-50 street fight, which is just a euphemism for just like a super brutal match.
Yeah.
Nobody wore jeans though.
No.
So this was LAX,
Who are great.
who are great. They were a flipping great tag team.
They
dude.
are. I mean, when we went to that live event out in Newark and they main evented against Reno Scum, I was super impressed by them.
Yeah.
I was not that
really,
familiar
really
with
good.
their work, but I was super impressed.
They're
Yeah.
super good. And they were fantastic here. They fought the OGs, who used to be LAX. So it was homicide, and then this big loc dude named Hernandez, who looks like he literally just came out of prison and showed up at the arena. He's got all sorts of tattoos, kind of a bit of like a Haas workout prison belly. You know, he's a big dude. And at one point, he launched himself over the top rope and onto the other guys. And it was like, oh, my God. Because he carries himself heavy.
Yeah.
You know, like some dudes like Brian Cage, he kind of carries himself light.
Even though he's massive.
This dude carries himself heavy, and he was still flying around.
Wow.
Let's see here. All sorts of great headshots, all sorts of great table spots. At one point, King, who's like the manager, Eddie Kingston, I think is his name. He's the manager for the OGs. He busted out some Drano. He had some, and the crowd thought it was lighter fluid, so they started asking for lighter, for fire again. But it was Drano. They never used it.
Well, it's good.
I'm not sure what I'm guessing they were going to pour it down somebody's mouth.
Yeah, that's bad.
This is like the first of a couple times when I'm pretty sure Don Callis used the word murder. He was like, he's going to murder him. Said the same thing about Callahan and Pentagon. So anyways, let's see here. There was a great somersault suicide dive spot from I showed you that one.
Yeah, that was great.
That was great. But LAX went over. I can't say enough good things about LAX. They're fantastic.
Yeah, someone got body slammed on some thumbtacks.
That was the finish. Yeah.
And then frog splash. Yeah.
Oh, great frog splash
great
from
stuff.
Santana. Anyways, LAX went over, but then the OGs beat them down afterwards, and then they spray painted the titles with OGs on it. So, I had some on my neck there. Next up, we had Sami Callihan versus Pentagon. Holy crap. Now, you saw a bunch of this match.
Well, I saw bits and pieces, yeah.
This was fantastic.
I mean, Pentagon's great. Sami
Callihan's great, too. Like, they're both great. This is a hair versus mask match. So, Pentagon's mask was on the line. Sami Callihan's not very much hair was on the line. So it's kind of obvious.
Terribly copious amount of hair there.
Callahan was basically frothing at the mouth for the majority of this match.
He was. There's one, I believe he used it for the thumb, where he's got like an insane amount of spit just oozing out of his mouth. Yeah, so for the first part of the match, he was like spit and snot. The second part of the match, it was all just blue. It was Crimson Mask. It was all blood. So there is a lot of great bits in here. There is this great chop bit. Oh, that was fantastic.
Sami Callihan, so he wears sort of a Roman Reigns-esque chest protector. Yeah. And what's his face? Pentagon tried to give him some chops, and Sami Callihan said, no. And he undoes his chest protector, opens up for his bare chest, and he says, give me your best. And oh my God, Phoenix just Pentagon just threw down the nastiest chop. Great. Callihan sold it great. It was fantastic.
Sounded like a firecracker went off in the arena.
It really did. Sami hit some chair shots on Penta. At one point, he this was late. It was later. Boy, I got a lot of notes for this one. At one point, he ties. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Callahan tied. Pentagon has like a little string in the back of his mask. Yeah, he tied that to one of the ring ropes, so he couldn't go anywhere. And so he beat him up a little bit. Eventually, Pentagon got out of that. Sami Callihan got his bat out. There was all sorts of outside of the ring stuff with chairs and stuff. Let's see here. Pentagon got off the rope, hit a lung blower, grabbed the spikes. Sami Callihan found a couple of spikes under the ring. Pentagon grabbed those, and he had freaking Callihan down. This is a spike right here. He goes like this, and he takes the bat that Callihan had, and he tries to do it once. Hits Callahan in the face with the bat on accident.
Yeah, Callahan hits the mat, and then he moves the spike to the back of Callahan's head and then hits it.
Yeah. Oh, it was brutal. It was so great. Then they both get a spike.
And they were doing like dueling spike shots. Yeah.
Oh, man. There was blood everywhere. That was great. At one point, Pentagon was going to go to break Sami's arm. He was going to try to break his arm. Crowd was into it, but Sami got out. The Chris brothers both show up. He apparently in the lead up, Pentagon had broken both of like an arm on each of them, so they're both in slings. But they come up. They both eat a couple of kind of head-ish shots from a chair. Sami then throws some sort of white powder in Pentagon's eyes. He goes blind, breaks the ref's arm because he doesn't know what he's doing. Patrick Sparks comes running in. He's the other ref. He comes in. Because Sami Callihan had then hit his finish, his driver, I think, on Pentagon.
Oh, is that the driver or the pile driver on the chair?
was like the package.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Ref comes in, but it's too late. Pentagon kicks out. And then we get Pentagon pile driver, I think, on the chair.
Yeah, he does the package pile driver too.
Yeah. No. So later on, Callahan set up some chairs. And like the sort of line of chairs that were up. And, a package pile driver. Sami Callahan kicks out of that. Pentagon breaks his arm. Then package pile driver. Pentagon gets the win. Sami tries to run, but Phoenix... Oh, and then the Chris try to attack Penta, but they're both one-armed. And so he takes them out. Phoenix then comes out and makes sure Sami Callahan doesn't run. And a bunch of security guards come out, make sure the Chris don't do anything. And then the Phoenix shaves his head. Sami Callahan, by the way, looks great bald.
Yeah.
Like, he was already... There was a couple shots of his, like, at the top of his head. And he's already going bald.
Yeah.
He's like, it would be like us with like wet hair. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's just like I'm going bald.
Yeah.
Which I probably am. So it was great though. He sold getting his head shaved so perfectly.
Oh, that's great.
It was great. And then we had our main event. Austin Aries retained his title against Moose. Pretty decent match too. It was actually a really good match. It just had kind of, I don't know. The finish was a bit anticlimactic, a little bit. Like, it had a really, really good build to the finish, and then it was just like a brainbuster, and Aries won. But so they had the kind of ramp that goes straight to the ring. You know? And so there was like a gulf on either side of the ramp, and then you have people like after the barricade.
Yeah.
Well, at one point, towards the finish, Moose was carrying Aries because they went outside to the ramp. He was carrying him into the crowd. Oh, because Austin Aries was going to toss Moose into the crowd. And so he said, move. And everybody, like at PWG, everybody started backing up.
Yeah.
Well, Moose got the upper hand, picked up Austin Aries, and tossed him. And it was like the security guards were out there for the Chris brothers earlier.
Yeah.
They had moved into the front row there.
Oh, yeah.
And so they all caught Austin Aries, but it kind of looked like he got tossed into fans.
Yeah.
It was a really, really great
Oh, that's
visual.
neat.
Yeah, it was awesome. Moose went for a fun splash over the top rope onto the ramp and missed. Because at that point Austin Aries was back up. Austin Aries gave a discus forearm to the back of Moose's head, a brain buster onto the floor, which was cool. Moose rolled in to barely beat the 10 count, I think. Yeah. Austin gave him a penalty kick to the face. Aries grabbed the belt. Whoever the dude was that was holding the belt gets back in and grabs it back from him. I think that might have been a story, but I don't know who that was. Moose tries to roll up Austin Aries. Aries kicks out. Penalty kicks him. Brainbuster. Austin Aries wins.
Wow.
It was so much fun, though.
Yeah,
it was a really, really fun show.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. So, good stuff. That's my review. You're better at doing the play-by-play stuff.
Oh, all right.
So, sorry if that felt...
No, that was fine. Jesse Helsius, $2. Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese equals the Body Buddies. Kind of like Body Guys.
There you go, yeah.
It says $2 from somebody.
Unknown source.
The message was retracted, so who knows what that was all
Illuminati.
about. Christian 29D, $2. Seen Game Sack on YouTube. Looks exactly like you. I have not seen Game Sack.
You go ahead.
Fear and Loathing NYC. Oh, man, I lost my spot.
He says, home from work, high as F. I need this answered. I don't know what you need answered because you didn't put a question in there, man.
Alto, $2. Jack in the Box tacos or Taco Bell tacos? Taco Bell tacos. I don't know if I've ever had a Jack in the Box taco.
Oh, they're good.
I know they're like entirely deep fried, right?
Yeah. I would have to say, so here's the thing. There are two different things. There are two completely different things.
Yeah, I can see that.
But Jack in the Box, especially if you're like, if it's like a hangover or if you're like still just coming off a buzz. Ooh.
Yeah, I can see that. Dylan, $3. Have you guys seen Leo Rush and Buddy Murphy's Twitter beef?
No, it sounds great though.
Fear and Loathing and NYC, $2. Steve gets Raw. Larson gets SmackDown. Pick Family Feud teams. So there's 5.
I love Family Feud.
Oh, me too.
Steve Harvey's great.
So who would be Team SmackDown?
I get Raw.
Who would be the number one spot?
He's like the person you rely on most.
Yeah.
On Raw.
For me, it'd be Xavier Woods.
Yeah, that's a smart move on your part. So I get the feeling that Ember Moon is kind of nerdy. I might run with Ember Moon.
All right.
Might say Ember Moon number 1.
All right. I think I'd have Xavier Woods, Becky Lynch,
You think she's good at trivia and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's not really trivia. It's guessing what people answer.
Yeah.
In surveys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um.
Oh, Kevin Owens would be my number 2.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is a good pick.
I would probably put Sammy at number 3 too. I think they'd both be really good.
Why not put the whole New Day in there?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I need one more.
So I got 3 right now. I don't know who else is even on Raw. Oh, I put Seth in there, and then Ruby Riott.
I guess I must put AJ in there. AJ Styles.
Good job. Let's see here. Zach Rodriguez, $4.20. Larson, please whisper. Flimsy biscuit shoe.
All right.
Don't do that. It's probably a trick.
Oh, it could
He's
be.
tricking you.
I don't know what it means. DeMarcus Williams, $5. Just wanted to say what's up and happy Monday. Also, are Frito burritos really that good? If you have one of them, they're pretty good. Don't get more than one.
Yeah. Don't get more than one.
Don't get
and
more
get
than
it.
one.
I'll say this though. I know you might be opposed to this, but if you really want a treat, get a little get a side of nachos and just use the cheese dipping sauce for the Frito burrito. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh man, it's not good. It's great. Let's see. Brad Knight, $5. Here's $5 to not have Adam Mayhem on the post show.
Oh dear.
We might have to open up like a bidding war. Who wants him on the show or off the show more?
Could be Adam Galloper, $5. WWE missed a huge boat by not having a hair match with Baron Corbin. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Finn could have taken it at Extreme Rules.
Waymaker 2.0, 2 pounds. Finally got my Slayer shirt. I'm now broke. Yeah, those custom fees are no joke.
I know.
Yeesh.
The real flat earther Jeffrey Nguyen, $3, is being drunk watching Going in Raw as cool as being high.
Maybe. I feel like okay. Traditionally, like in the movies,
Yeah.
alcoholism isn't portrayed nearly as cool as like, stoners are. Typically stoners are cool.
Well, apart from like Reefer Madness. But that was about 80 years ago.
That was a long time ago. Yeah. But like, I mean, drinking is usually associated with people like getting in fights.
Like Lost Weekend.
Right, exactly.
That little movie's called Lost Weekend, I think.
Maybe. And there's also Leaving Las Vegas. That's
Yeah.
there's not a lot of like jovial depictions. It's always bad things happen when you drink.
Yeah.
But like stoners are always like cool as crap.
Yeah,
So,
in movies always come off as like fun dudes.
but hey, Jeffrey Nguyen, to each their own. Just don't go driving, pal.
Yes.
Tom Fox, $5. What do you think will happen to NXT after Triple H and Stephanie take over main roster responsibilities? We talked about it a little bit earlier. I just hope that there's some long-term vision, which I think would automatically sort of benefit creative, Adam Mayhem, $2. Adam Mayhem for new Impact Wrestler. And Adam Mayhem, $5. I totally stole it from Ishimori. Okay. He says, I call it the Boombaya because I'm cool like that. Adam Mayhem, Ichiban. That's a quote from him. I'm not saying
No, that was your opinion.
I'm not saying that.
Jushin Thunder Luger, $2. How many legs on a sexagon?
Well, it looks like he has 6, but one of those isn't a leg.
Ooh.
Big dick. Kyle Young, $5. Who do you want the first wrestler to get a headshot with the H title? Oh, Adam Mayhem. Surprisingly, Adam Mayhem. The champion himself gets unprotected headshot with the H title. Thalamic Rex.
Yes.
$2. What are your expectations for Stephanie tonight?
Let's do things out of order. Let's go to a Raw preview right
Time
now.
for a Raw preview. Ding, 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 ding.
So the first item, courtesy of WWE.com. This is all verbatim, save for a couple little bits of news I added here. Stephanie McMahon to make historic announcement on Monday Night Raw.
Tolstoy here, man.
As announced via Twitter, Raw Commissioner Stephanie McMahon is coming to Raw tonight to deliver a historic announcement. But what is this news, Steve? This is not from WWE.com.
According to Cage Side Seats, the announcement will involve women's tag team titles. I did see somebody on Reddit, on the wrestling Reddit.
Yeah.
I think somebody linked this to me, said that they're kind of involved, or they're tangentially involved with the belt making process in the WWE. They said the women's tag titles are going to be they are done. Apparently the cruiserweight tag titles are done as well.
Interesting.
There was one other one, I forget what it was. They said that the women tag titles have look like the men's, but with a white leather strap.
Oh, all right.
Which would make sense.
Yeah.
Again, that's from Reddit, so it's probably pure BS. But yeah. Anyways, continuing on, the announcement will involve women's tag team titles. with Ticket Drew reporting that the belts will be defended on Raw and SmackDown. And then I read, I think it was also in that Reddit thing, it said maybe even on NXT from time to time. So that's interesting.
That'd be cool. And then following up on last Friday's show, when we spoke about the possibility of Steph's announcement involving the rumored all-women pay-per-view, WrestleVotes is reporting that a source has told them the show will happen either September 9th, September 30th, October 14th, or October 28th, and it could feature the finals for this year's Mae Young Classic.
Oh.
Which, if that's the case, seems like September would be the more likely date.
Isn't October, what month is?
Because I thought the Mae Young Classic isn't it happening in August?
Maybe.
So you'd think early September would make the most sense.
Yeah, you would think that would make sense. Isn't there like a women's history or breast cancer awareness or something going on in October? Isn't October like a month for that? I forget. Anyways, moving on. Reigns Lashley 2. Thanks to some hardline negotiating from Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar is penciled in for a Universal title defense at SummerSlam. His challenger will be Roman Reigns or Bobby Lashley, each of whom won a triple threat to separate from a pack of other worthy contenders. With a Universal title opportunity once more within reach, Reigns could finally turn the corner and book another dance with the Beast Incarnate. To do so, he'll have to get past a superstar who convincingly had his number in their last one-on-one encounter at WWE Extreme Rules. It's anybody's game here, folks. Any clues in that as to who's going to win?
No.
Who do you think's going to
win? Bobby Lashley. B Elite. Even the B team seemed somewhat surprised that their winning ways continued when they completed their Cinderella run to the Raw Tag Team titles.
Ooh.
But the honeymoon could be over in a hurry now that Woken, Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt have called in their rematch clause. Dallas and Axel have good reason to be worried. They won the titles largely off a concentrated attack on Hardy and a game plan that kept Wyatt from swinging the contest. With a week's preparation, that the leaders of worlds could successfully hit reset and send the B team back to square one.
Just give me some pre-film content. All you need is love. Oh, here we go. Continuing on with Sasha Banks Bayley epic story. Sasha Banks finally gave Bayley an explanation for her recent actions on Monday, and while it may have been the huggable one needed, it probably wasn't the one she expected. The boss told Bayley that her recent animosity stems from her love of her best friend's giving spirit and emotional vulnerability. Of course, she also told Bayley that Banks wouldn't allow anybody to beat Bayley up besides the boss herself. Perhaps this confession has finally taken that option off the table. Perhaps not.
Perhaps not.
Ooh.
Suspended hostilities. Ronda Rousey violated her suspension on Monday, but she got a pretty sweet incentive from Kurt Angle to play ball when the Olympic hero sanctioned a Raw Women's title match between Rousey and Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam. The catch? Rousey must serve one extra week on the shelf for her previous infractions, or the match is off.
Ooh.
Bliss is one of WWE's more underrated mind game masters. She will try to goad Rousey into the ring before her time is up and get the match stricken from the books. If she does, will the baddest woman on the planet will take the bait?
Ooh. They
that's
up there.
The editor needs to read that.
Proofread
did
that.
Constable Baron Corbin ever pass along word of Angle's deal to Stephanie McMahon? Did he ever find his phone?
I'm assuming she doesn't watch Raw.
Nope. If he did, the Raw commissioner and Rousey adversary will surely have some thoughts on the matter.
Wow. Also announced via WWE Twitters, we get Finn versus Drew tonight on Monday Night Raw.
That'll be good. That'll be really
That
good.
should be really good.
Before we get to the last bit of Super Chats and other questions, do you want to talk about Elias's EP that was released today, I believe?
We probably should.
I listened to it at the gym today.
I thought it was hilarious.
It was fine. It was like, on par with what he does in short little bits, live when he sings. The musicmanship, I don't know if he was playing all the instruments or not, was pretty decent. Lyrically, it's about what you'd expect. It was all right.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. It was
Yeah,
good.
it was all right.
It's 15. It's a 15-minute joke.
Yeah, 4 songs.
He's a good singer.
Yeah,
He's a better singer than I figured he would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Apparently, there's a little documentary or mockumentary about the EP on the network tonight after Raw.
Oh, just air it on Raw. Jeez.
Well, maybe it's a
Do you
half an hour.
Look, why are they putting all their entertaining stuff on the show that should be the entertaining thing? Or why aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go to some more super chats here. Joe Juarez, $5. Now that it's looking like Impact is getting good, how long till we see a quarter of the roster making a ringside appearance at TakeOver?
I mean, that's going to be. I mean, but the thing is, that's a problem with everybody these days. Like Ring of Honor, same thing. It's like, wow, there's really good stuff. And then I'm not a huge fan of Ring of Honor's TV. Like, here's my thing about Impact's TV, and I think maybe it's because they had that revenue deal, which I have. I mean, somebody in chat once said, that deal's done, and they're getting rights now, rights fees.
Yeah.
A lot of commercials. There's a lot of filler in that 2 hours. If Impact went down to like 1 hour, which they probably won't do, if they went down to 1 hour, it'd probably be super, super entertaining, good stuff, like NXT.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, here's the problem though, man. I guarantee you, if NXT signed LAX, like Santana and Ortiz, I don't know, man. They'd probably get like the Primo and Epico treatment or something like that.
Well, I think they do really want NXT, but they get called up to Maine, then who knows?
Yeah. That's the problem. It's always who knows.
Generic gray couch, $2. My friendo care package came during the live stream.
Nice. Very cool. Very good.
DC 5-speed, $2. Elias album. Let's talk about it briefly.
We did talk about it. Austin Dodd, $5. What are you most looking forward to? Lesnar losing the Universal title or Undisputed Era joining the main roster? Thanks for what you guys do. Thanks for doing what you do.
Jason Jimerson, $2. Thoughts on G1 Climax so far? We've only really watched together at least day one. I need to catch up. I've been following results.
Yeah, I started watching day 3, but I just started watching. I did the tag matches.
Yeah.
I should have fast.
Oh, you started from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised to see
Waste of time.
Kenny picked up a win over Tamatonga, even though by DQ.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem like the firing squad cares very much about the results of G1. They just want to cause damage.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? Carl the Swifty, $2. Have you tried the nacho fries yet? Would you guys be interested in fast food reviews on Friendoville?
I don't know about that.
I'll do that shit.
I have to clear out my macro schedule for the day if we're going to start doing those again.
OG Sneakerhead, $10. Thank you. What would be more satisfying? Finn Balor finally getting his Universal title rematch and finally beating Brock, or Daniel Bryan winning the Royal Rumble and main eventing WrestleMania? Oh, I would say it's Finn, just because we've had Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
We've had that.
Yeah.
We've had that.
Yeah.
I want Finn to beat Brock.
Yeah. Fear and Loathing in NYC, $2. Larson, title defenses, 30-day rule or Lesnar style? I prefer 30-day rule.
Yeah.
I like seeing the belt defended on a somewhat regular basis. It doesn't have to be 30 days, but
I'm
at least
good with like 60.
Yeah, every other month is
Every other
fine,
month.
as long as the storylines are good.
Yeah.
The Eyebrow, $5. You might be the slimy underground of the friendos, but the Discord loves
I
ya.
love you
Thank
too.
you.
I love the Discord. I think it's great. Underground mutant dwellers. Jeffrey Nguyen, $10 to not have Adam Mayhem on the post show. That's rising. That's getting up there.
That is.
Courtney Summers, another $5 super chat. Adam Cole's Twitter has been hacked.
Still hacked.
Don't engage the hacker, friendos. Leave Adam Cole. Leave his Twitter alone.
Yes.
Leave it all alone. Anyways.
All right. Do you want to go to some Twitter questions?
Let's open some
mail.
mail.
We have some mail. That's right.
Got
I
some
forgot.
mail. This is from, I think this is from Draft House Games again. Man, they are hooking us up.
Yeah, man.
Left and right. What is this? Oh, whoa. This is cool. This is from Draft House Games. This is very exciting, Larson. I'm going to ask that I have this for my car.
What is it?
It's a CM Punk. Or we can just put it here. It's an air freshener.
Oh, wow.
Ocean Mist CM Punk air freshener. Look at that. Thanks, Draft House Games.
Thank you. Right here, we got a package from Martin Garcia. Steve, can you do a super chat while I open this up?
Sure. Fear and Loathing in NYC, $2. Larson, will Adam Mayhem be stripped after 30 days?
He's a fighting champion.
Yeah, he's a fighting champion.
I don't think I have to be worried about any of that. I can already smell it.
I know, me too. It's really strong. Put it up back here. Can it still be seen there? Can't even be seen there.
Now I won't feel so bad about passing gas when we're not shooting.
I'll put it up somewhere.
Let's see what we got here from Martin Garcia. man.
What do we got? What do we got? Ooh,
Posters.
a bevy. Oh, man, look at this. That's great. Look, on this side,
Oh, man.
it's that Kane movie poster. No, it's Judgment. It was the Kane movie. And look, there's Booker T and Queen Charmel.
Look at this one. On one side, we got Andre.
Oh, that's sick.
And then this, we got a
Oh,
fight.
man, that's
fight
so
poster.
cool.
That's incredible.
That's really neat.
There's another poster here.
Time to start putting stuff on our set, man.
We got Sheamus. And then
Oh, look at that.
WrestleMania 26.
Look at this. It's Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and they're dressed up as like some founding fathers.
Yeah. We got
Ben Franklin and
the
George
WCW Nitro trading card game.
Washington. Look, Scary Edge.
Ooh.
Oh, what? That's cool.
With Buff Bagwell in the front.
Oh, man.
We got, oh, wow, look at these. In the original packaging, WCW Wrestling trading cards. I want to open them, but I don't.
Oh, we're opening those, man. Are you kidding
Stack of cards here.
me? Nice random stack of cards.
We got
That's
Mike
great.
Chioda, some WCW ones. Awesome. Great prizes. We got a Roman Reigns Funko Pop figure. His desk is now his yard. We got face paint. This is a documentary on face paint. Oh, no, it's
With
matches.
Jeff Hardy.
It's matches. That's cool.
Oh, man, that's cool. It's like a whole bunch of...
Here's a drawing.
There's a lot going on here.
There's a drawing of you as Superman and me as Batman.
Holy crap, that's great. Look at that. I've got one eye.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
So
That's
that's us
great.
with Martin.
Look at that. That's awesome. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a picture of us with Martin.
That's
Nice.
cool. There's a shirt here.
Is that... Wait, is that the Boogeyman? Who is that?
I don't know. It's a cool looking shirt.
It is a cool looking shirt.
Here.
Yeah, that is. Couple more super chats here. Fear and Loathing. $2 is Constable Corbin wear jeans in a street fight.
No, he is worse. Oh, you want to read the letter because you're better at reading than I.
And then Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan. I think this might actually be him. It's got Paul Ryan's little annoying picture in the...
You got Shawn Michaels.
He says nonstop player for Hates Champion.
There's a lot of support for Nonstop Player
I'm
right
a
now.
huge nonstop. Have you guys watched Matt Chat lately? Man, nonstop players.
Look at that Okada pin.
Oh, that's immaculate. Look at that guy. Here we go. Dear Stephen Larson, you guys get me through the 1 hour, 10-minute bus drive every day to college. You guys are my favorite YouTube channel and my favorite podcast. Oh, look at that. Are we going to do... Oh, it's a Colt Cabana Christmas tree ornament. We're going to do a Christmas tree in here, right? That'd be
Sure.
great.
There's an Enzo hot and cold pack.
You guys get... Put that back. You guys got me through some very hard times, and I've had some very hard times. I just want to say thank you for your hard work, and I will try to help with supporting you guys by watching, hearing, sending gifts, and giving money. I sent you many gifts, and most of these things are from Loot Crate, a.k.a. WWE Slam Crate, and my Pro Wrestling Crate stuff that you guys might like, and I know they are in good hands. The shirt is an XL, so I guess that's for Steve. I remember seeing the video Worst Picks in the WWE draft, and I had never looked back. Once a friendo, always a friendo. The friendo, Marty, too sweet. And this, on the letter it says, read to the, I thought it said road to friendos. But it says read to the friendos, so I just did. Awesome. What is that?
It's Del Rio and his autograph.
Oh, dear.
Can't tell if that's by him or not. Anyway, his autograph. What's in here? Let's find out.
What's that?
Oh, Boogeyman.
Oh, nice.
And then Rosemary.
Oh, cool. I love Rosemary. She's great.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We got time for a couple of questions on the Twitter. We got all the time in the world, man.
Oh, there's something else down there. There's a Road Warriors poster. Some more Slam Crate stuff. Wow. Thank you so much. Did you look through these comic books? There's Captain Atom. There's The Prisoner. There's Batman Detective Comics number 618.
Whoa, really?
And New Gods.
Oh, crap. Look at these comics. That's cool. I love comics. Man,
Thank you so much.
That's rad. All right, let's take a look at some questions here. Okay, here we go. Broken Matt. The CM Punk and AJ horror film is called Rabid.
Yeah.
Which will be a remake of the 1977 film of the same name.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Mystic. NXT TakeOver or Survivor Series? TakeOver's War Games, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that weekend.
Wait, hold on. It's what?
TakeOver. It's the War Game. Oh. War Games! Act! Both are in the Staples Center this year, and I want to go but can't choose.
Oh, go to TakeOver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to TakeOver.
Yeah, it's TakeOver. Yeah, for sure. Roger Smith, where's the new Four Lights podcast? We're getting back on schedule, I promise. Let's see here. We already talked about that. Brian Rader, if the WWE introduces a women's tag title, what are the chances they give it to Bayley and Sasha first? I would be totally fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
I would be totally cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
To see them on both brands and possibly NXT, that would be so much fun.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thomas Speller, will we ever see Jim Ross commentate for Impact Wrestling?
Probably not.
Well, if he's not huge on...
Oh. Barricade spots.
I'm not sure that he's going to totally happy there with New Japan now.
Yeah.
That dude had a... Oof, that was rough. Marty Hart, is Sue Young the best thing in women's wrestling right now? She was last night, tell you what. Some of these are like clever, but I'm trying to look for actual questions. Oh, that's kind of interesting. This is a question I would actually love to ask the actual WWE wrestlers. Josh Lazo asks, if social media was around in the Attitude Era, who do you think from any company could have gotten themselves more over? Or let's just look at the WWE. Like, who from the... Because that was sort of the big... Or no, it's WCW also. WWF, WCW.
Jericho. Imagine Jericho
Even more over than he
in
was.
WCW. Imagine WCW Jericho on Twitter.
Yeah. You know, WCW would be so lame, though. They probably would have, like, shut a lot of that stuff down.
I know.
That'd be so annoying. They wouldn't have cared. You're right. He would have been more over. They wouldn't have cared.
No, not
annoying.
cared at all.
Trying to think who else. Yeah, Jericho's a good answer.
Oh, this is very nice from Jay Porter. These guys have got me through so many hard days. I don't think they quite understand the good they do for people.
Oh, that's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's very nice. YouTube.com/The Wrestle Dude. What is the best Metallica song you've heard?
Master of Puppets.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I like my favorite one's probably what's that one? One?
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Love that song.
Yeah.
It's
It's one of the few Metallica songs I actually playing guitar. Trey Porter, hey friend, does book a New Japan versus WWE? Where would they have it? Wrestle Kingdom or WrestleMania? Both. Start at Wrestle Kingdom, conclude at WrestleMania.
That's a good one. All right, Untouched Galaxy. Vince McMahon has tasked you with hunting down the Predator so he can put Roman over. What 5 wrestlers do you use to hunt the beast? I would do this. I would say, Vince, fine, I'll do that. Roman's coming with me.
Yep.
Roman, you go figure it out.
Exactly.
If you want this so bad, that's what I would do.
Exactly what I was going to say.
One guy, Roman Reigns. Tired of doing everything with that guy. Oh, wow. Justin Wern. Okay, we can do this without getting too dark. If you can go back in time and give any wrestler advice about their future, what wrestler would you go to and what would you tell them? Let's take the obvious ones out. Like Owen Hart, obviously. Tell him. Bruiser Brody, you can tell him, don't step in that shower.
Yeah.
But who else, though? And obviously injuries, draws.
Tell Bret Hart to chill out a little bit, man.
Calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, it's just wrestling. You know what I told? I'd been like, Bret, you need to go to
It's really strong.
Hogan.
It smells good, but it's strong. It's really strong.
No, I'm not huge on big smells either. You need to talk to Hogan. Because I know Brett. Well, I know Brett. I don't think he was cool with Hogan at the time. But, like, talk to Nash, because I'm pretty sure he's cool with Nash.
I think everybody was cool with Nash.
Get him to convince Eric Bischoff to give you 15 minutes on the mic the night after the Montreal screw job.
Yeah.
Could have been different.
Yep.
Things could have been different. Let's see here.
Zach Stolpa, $2. Power rank wrestlers who hacked Adam Cole's Twitter.
Well, there's one answer. Solomon Crow.
Yeah.
That's his gimmick. Let's see here. Raymond Earl Melius II. I'll end on this one.
All right.
For the Twitter ones. Oh wait, no, I'll do one more. He says, "Where is the weirdest place you've ever attended for a wrestling show?" I know there's something
I
weird.
mean, it's not in the past, but I'm hoping that we can go. Yeah, I don't know.
I know we've been to.
I know,
oddball
I know,
place.
I
I just
know.
don't remember.
Several times they've had. Several times they've had various promotions. I think it's been SPW, maybe had shows during. I think it was Taco Fest here in town.
Yeah, there's a taco festival in town, which now that I say that out loud bugs me that I've never been to it.
I know, and they've done shows there.
Yeah.
Might be SPW, maybe somebody else.
Well, doesn't Derevco, doesn't it?
Was it Hood Slam that did it?
Or I thought Action Coast Empire did it.
Oh, maybe they did
Am I wrong
years
about that?
ago.
Maybe I
they
thought
did.
they
Yeah.
did it. I don't know. Demonetized Balor asks, "Can you consider that interdimension tension shirt for the Friendo market?" That's a bit niche.
This is a
I would
very
consider that
specific
for
thing.
pro wrestling tees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good looking design.
Oh, you mean the one, oh yeah. The 80s style one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that what he's talking about?
Maybe. Yeah, we could maybe put that on pro wrestling tees. And then, okay, one last question, because I like this question from Brie Marie. Do you guys like the idea of bringing back talent from the first Mae Young Classic to wrestle in the second one, or do you think those spots should go to other women who haven't wrestled in it? I think that no, I don't. I'm not huge on bringing back people. I'm not big on that. Not big on it.
You know, for me,
All new.
Part of it depends on what's at stake. Like, what do they get if they win it? Is it just another chance at the NXT champions? Isn't that what it was the first time?
I don't remember.
No, it was just a trophy. They didn't get an NXT title shot, did they? Because Kairi Sane won.
You're right. Yeah.
It was just a trophy.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't mind. I don't mind if there's repeat people in it. I mean,
Because at the time they were vacating the NXT title, and so we were talking about whether or not they should make that for. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
There were rumors going around.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
So no, I think like when they have Bola every year, if that's what this is going to be, is an annual thing. It's not like every year Bola has a whole new crop of talent.
Yeah.
So no, it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. I just like other people getting exposure.
I understand that. I agree with
that's
that.
kind of the thing.
I mean, if it was 90% people from last year, then I'd be like,
this year, even
get some new talent
in the UK tournament when they had like Jack Gallagher in there, I was
Yeah.
like, really?
Yeah, we put on a good match though.
He did, and it was good for him. He seemed happy to be there.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I just want all new. I
If
like
it's-
seeing fresh faces.
for me, if it's like 70% new talent and then 30% are holdovers from last year, I'd be totally cool with
So
that.
like last
Especially
year,
if the holdovers are like Tony Storm.
oh yeah, Tony. Yeah, that's different. Well, yeah, even though with that, because Tony Storm's she's already in the UK division. So like Rhea Ripley, right?
Mhm.
I like her. I think she's great.
Yeah.
Would being in the tournament again do all that much?
Depends
for her?
on what kind of showing she had in it.
Yeah.
So I think last year she just made it to the second round. But if she has a good run and has really good matches, it could do a lot. Yeah.
But if they bring, because they've already announced. So she's a holdover. What's her name? Martinez.
Yeah.
Martinez.
She's
She's
back.
a holdover.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against
Oh, she made it to the
holdovers.
semis, I think, last year.
She made it to the semis.
Yeah.
Like, is it really going to do a whole lot for her to go back, even if she hits the semis? Because she's not going to win the whole thing.
No.
So, like, I'm not sure, as opposed to what it could do for somebody who's brand new.
No, I understand that.
I'd rather it benefit whoever's going to benefit the most.
I think I would agree more so with Mercedes Martinez with you because she did make it so far the first time around.
Right, yeah,
and it doesn't seem like she's going to be a contender to win. Whereas Rhea Ripley, you know, she had 2 matches at most, and I know she's been in the Performance Center for the whole year in between, and so possibility really exists that she really has grown as a performer.
That could be,
and can have and based on a great showing, could really catapult herself.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. Right on. Anyways, what a great show today. Thanks, everybody, for all your super chats. We're going to close the show with some Going In Raw music. Here you go. Thanks, Hilton. How was your weekend? How's your back? Let's play basketball later, okay? That's it for the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you later, everybody.
Bye.